Well, hey y'all, welcome back. To those new subscribers that I've picked up lately, welcome. So, today I'm going to work on this 77 F-250. Maybe in the previous video you've seen my 71 Chevy Iron Chariot. The Iron Chariot, excuse me. So, I want the wheels and tires off of this, and they are going to look good on my 77 F-250. Not sure, you want to call that candy apple red? I'm not sure. It doesn't say on here, but I'm going to call it candy apple red, or at least close to it. So let me get this thing open. We'll get a closer look at it. Alrighty, so first glance at this truck, they laid the paint on a little heavy there. You can see the heavy spots. So, but that's okay. It still looks good. Bed's a little bit tweaked, so when we pop it apart, we'll straighten that up. I was already planning on blacking out the back window, just because that's something that I used to do all the time, and I can already see that the bed and the cab are a little off. I don't know if I can find something here and just hold this where I don't drop it. You can see the distance between the bed and the window here, and the distance between the bed and the window here. It is very, very slight. So if you can't see it, I understand, but yeah, it's there. It's a little bit of a tweak. We can fix that. But other than that, it is a really good looking truck. I don't really see any defects in the paint other than what I showed you. Tailgate looks pretty pristine. There's nothing wrong with this back here. Grill, everything on the grill looks good. Is where it's supposed to be. So she looks good. Now let's see on the bottom. See the problem already? You knew that was coming, didn't you? This side is a lot closer than this side. You can look at it and see how crooked that sucker is across here. I mean, it should be more like this, not like it is like that. Anyway, we got to fix that. Let's see, how bad is the front? It's a little cockeyed, the front is, but it is not nearly as bad. That should be a pretty easy fix if we'll just cut it and glue it back down. The back, I'm going to have to pop that off of there to fix that. So that is going to take a little bit of time. So let me get this thing popped apart, and I'll see if I can get this lifted chassis off here without destroying it. Anybody who's ever done that knows how tough that's about to be. We'll try to get this bed straightened up, and then I'll be right back. Alright, you can see I got her all blown apart. Got my wheels and tires and my push bar from my donor van. And I've got this popped apart, and I got it put back on there, and as you can see, the bed and the bottom of the cab still don't line up. It's not so bad on this side, but the other side, I'll get it closer, you can see it. This side's not so bad, but this side, you can see it doesn't quite line up. So that's as far down as it can go. You can do some grinding if you want, if you prefer, but that is a bit of grinding. It wouldn't be so bad, but grind a little bit here to there. It looks like that might be holding up some of it. I'm not sure, but either way, it doesn't go all the way down on there. We got to do something to fix that. Up here, I got it too close for you. First time I ever get it too close, isn't it? You can see, turn this little pointer in, maybe. There's a little gap right here. That's part of the pin. That's where it should have been pushed down in there a little more. I'm guessing there was some slag on the plastic, and when they pushed it in, it just didn't go all the way because of the slag. So we just got to make a little cut right here where the plastic meets the frame on both sides. And then we'll do the same in the back. So now here on this back axle, if I hold it up now, maybe you can see just how bad that one is. If I can get it close enough where it'll focus. There. So much higher this side is than the other side. So same process. We just got to cut them. Try to cut them down to where the flat part is. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell, but you just got to find the flat spot where the pin, the bottom of the pin, and cut it there. And when you go to glue them back on, dry fit them. Always dry fit. Make sure that it's going to be level. These were originally designed to just lay right across the axle, the flat part of the metal on the bottom of the truck. These were designed, well, made to just set right on top of there. So all you got to do is cut these down just a little bit and then put you some glue along the metal part of the axle. That'll help hold everything together, make everything nice and solid, instead of trying to glue these 4 points. So it'll just make life easier on you. So let me do some cutting and some grinding and some hacking, and I'll show you where we're at. Alright, y'all, we got these cut off now. And I don't know if you can really tell how crooked they are there at the top, bottom, whatever you want to call it. Right in here. That has got to be flattened out, and then we will just glue them right back on. Same for the front. You can see the little nub right there. That was part of the pin that didn't go in the hole. So we just need to flat cut that. We'll see if this needs some attention, and then we'll just glue them back in. Pay attention when you take them off now, because you need to know how they go back on. You don't want to put them back on backwards. So like I said, that's part of dry fitting. Put them on there the way they're supposed to go to make sure that they are correct. So we'll get these trimmed up front and back, and we'll get them back on, and we'll continue with the video. Alright, y'all, I went a little further than I was planning to. I just got going and kept moving. So not only have I got the springs and the suspension cut and glued back on, I also got the wheels and tires back on. As you can see, they're a little long. We'll make a couple of shims in there to keep those from doing that. I wanted to break up some of that red, so I painted the inside of the bed black. I got the bumper back on already. So now all I'm doing is I'm letting it set and dry. I just glued it together. I'm letting it set and dry for a little while. The push bar that came off of that van, I painted it aluminum. I'm going to put it on the front of here after this is all dry, and then I got to put the shims in. Then she'll just about be done. What do y'all think of the stance on there? You think that looks good? So anyway, that's where we're at so far. Give me a few minutes and I'll be back. Don't pay attention to the C70 back there sitting inside the bed. I don't know what happened with that truck. It just kind of fell apart. Okay, y'all, she sat here and dried for a little while, and I got the push bar on it. So that's all good to go. The paint in the bed is drying. It's just about dry. I got the shims underneath on the wheels, so now that they don't go in and out anymore. And other than that, I think she looks pretty good. I still want to call this truck Candy Apple Red. Somebody actually know the real color of it, tell me, but this is what I'm calling it, Candy Apple Red 77 F-250. Looks better than what it did. What do y'all think? Anyway, again, don't pay attention to the flatbed in the background there. That is a different video. Y'all, thanks for checking me out today. I hope you like me and subscribe, and check me out on Instagram, check me out on eBay. Most important, don't forget to come back. Y'all have a great day. Bye now.